Hello everybody. Today, well, I wanted to set aside some time to talk about something that has happened officially. As of now, this isn't an actual leak as such, as this has actually happened from one of the new Ninjago episodes officially in a different part of the world, in a completely different language. But luckily, just for a bit of context here to fill you guys in case you guys are confused or are wondering if maybe all of this is completely inaccurate, well, again, one of the new episodes for Dragons Rising, ahead of episode 15, of course, one of the even later episodes, well, it released, right, and obviously it was in a different language, but luckily one very helpful Ninjago fan was actually able to go ahead and accurately translate this episode to the point where we have had something very big revealed to us, and today I want to talk about it. So, of course, with this being said, just before we properly get started with this video, spoilers will be ahead, in case you guys weren't already, I suppose, assuming that. So, if you guys do not want to be spoiled at all with regards to part 2 of Dragons Rising, specifically though episodes 16 to 20, then it's probably a safe idea to actually click off today's video now. So, again, leave now, check out one of my other videos if you wish, but for those of you that want to stick with me here, well, I'm just going to cut straight to the chase here. I don't want this to be, like, really overly dramatic by any means, but, well, Lord Raz, right? We have been assuming and theorizing that he is from the land of Chima for months at this point in time, and again, just to cut things short, to not drag things out here, well, that isn't true, okay? Hate to be blunt, but no, he is not from Chima, and that is official. Want to know where he is actually from? Well, he is from the Wildness. I think that's how you pronounce it. I doubt there's any special pronunciation there. Yeah, the Wildness. It is an actual realm, and it has been confirmed to be an actual realm. And of course, that is the realm Wildfire is from. So, from what we've seen so far, it's like a pretty, well, I want to say bland, sort of, but at least there are some very unique species there. But it's a whole desert-type realm. It's very yellow, very orange. It's almost reminiscent of the first realm in that regard. So, yeah, that's where Lord Raz is from. And, understandably, I suppose, a whole lot of Ninjago fans aren't exactly very pleased with this in the slightest, which, honestly, I have to say is perfectly reasonable, and I understand the frustration entirely from a fan perspective, because so many people have been so caught up with the idea that he's actually going to be from Chima, and let's just be fully honest with ourselves, the idea of Raz being from Chima is such a damn cool idea, but unfortunately, it just didn't happen. This whole scenario is extremely reminiscent to what happened back in the latter half of 2020, by the way, guys, alongside the release of Ninjago Season 13, aka Master of the Mountain. Great season, by the way, but, yeah, just to serve as a quick refresher here for all of you, before we actually officially knew that King Evangelis was behind the whole mystery of the Skull Sorcerer, a lot of people were under the, assumption that Klaus was probably the Skull Sorcerer, and it was probably even more likely than Raz being from Chima in a lot of ways. Everything lined up, and everybody, for the most part anyway, were pretty adamant that, well, Klaus would be under the mask of the Skull Sorcerer, and a lot of stuff, again, genuinely lined up with that theory, and it seems that way for some time. But, with that being said, however, I think that both that scenario and also this new scenario with Raz are similar in yet another way. And by that I mean, well, despite the fan theories being proven entirely wrong, there is still so much room for this actual scenario to, well, be successful and to go well, and to just be a success all around. We as fans must remember that just because what we personally wanted to happen, well, didn't happen, you know, that does not mean by any means that the actual official show version and explanation will be bad, and we can't hate on it prematurely as of now. And ultimately, this is the main message of today's video, and I think that this is a message that absolutely must be spread around the community even more. Again, just keep in mind that, sure, while it's disappointing that Raz isn't from Chima and that our personal fan theory didn't go as planned, it's worth keeping an open mind when heading into these brand new episodes when you watch them in English for the very first time, because who knows, the turnout may be even better, maybe, or it may just be good in general. Might not be better, but it could still be solid, so it's definitely worth not hating on this by any means, and to go into this with an open mind, and I suppose hope for the best. Just judge it fairly is what all of this comes down to. So yeah, ultimately, this is definitely quite disappointing, right? I don't want to sound like a suck-up to the official Ninjago writers or anything like that, as Raz isn't actually from Chima or anything, but instead, he is from a realm known as the Wilderness, which is a realm we've already seen a fair bit of, but at the same time, and at the end of the day, we must remember that there is still a whole ton of potential for this specific plotline, and from what I've seen, a lot of Ninjago community members that have watched these episodes in a different language early have actually been quite happy with the end result, with that being said. But, yeah, that's basically just about going to conclude things here, so just keep in mind, again, go into this with an open mind. Sure, it's not what we wanted, but this still has a lot of potential to be solid, potentially. So, with all of this being said, guys, now that I'm done talking, I do absolutely encourage all of you to drop any of your own personal opinions, thoughts, and ideas regarding all of this down below in that comment section. Let's get a discussion going as a Ninjago community. As always, though, if you did make it to this part in today's video, I'm going to assume that you did actually enjoy it, so please do go ahead and leave a like on it for me. It really helps me out, well, kind of gain success within the YouTube algorithm. That is how it works. And if you guys are new here or just simply haven't subscribed yet for whatever reason, please do consider doing so now. And while you guys are down there, please do feel free to hit that notification bell so that you can keep up to date with all of my new Ninjago content that I post on a frequent basis. And with all of this being said, guys, I will catch you all soon for a new video coming your way soon. Have a great day, have a great week, have a great everything, and I will see you all soon. Catch you guys for another one. Goodbye.